Wie genau sieht die ideale Liebesbeziehung aus? In unserer Gesellschaft gibt es da ziemlich klare Vorstellungen. Am besten in seinen 20ern jemanden kennenlernen, zusammenziehen, heiraten, Kinder kriegen, im Idealfall ein Haus bauen und gemeinsam alt werden. Dann sind da noch andere Faktoren, die eine wesentliche Rolle spielen. Bei vielen Punkten davon dürften wir uns einig sein. Ehrlichkeit oder Loyalität innerhalb der Beziehung zum Beispiel. Ein Faktor scheint aber immer mehr zum Streitpunkt zu werden. Exklusivität. Sogenannte nicht-monogame Beziehungsformen erleben aktuell einen ungesehenen Boom. In einer Zeit, in der viele der gesellschaftlichen Grundfesten ohnehin wackeln, die Gesamtscheidungsrate in Österreich bei knapp 40 und in den USA sogar bei fast 50% liegt, gibt es vor allem immer mehr junge Menschen, die mit Beziehungsformen jenseits der klassischen Zweierkonstellation liebäugeln oder sie selbst praktizieren. 2021 waren etwa in der Schweiz 61% der 18- bis 25-Jährigen der Ansicht, dass nicht-monogame Beziehungsformen wie Polyamorie in Zukunft normal und akzeptiert sein würden. Die Dating-App Field, die gezielt Dating jenseits der monogamen Pärchenkonstellation ermöglicht, legte im selben Jahr ein Wachstum von spektakulären 250% hin. Und wenig verwunderlich wird das Thema auch immer öfter im popkulturellen Mainstream aufgegriffen.
Miss Willow, how did you make this decision?
With polyamory, I feel like the main foundation is the freedom to be able to create a relationship style that works for you and not just stepping into monogamy because that's what everyone around you says is the right thing to do.
This relationship style is not new. Like, it's been around for a long time. People have been practicing non-monogamy in various forms for a really long time. But then I think now this generation is more like aware that it is an option that exists. Like, it is clearly a trend, right? And I only see this as a good thing.
Das ist Leanne. Sie ist die Betreiberin von Philia, Europas größter Social-Media-Plattform rund um nicht-monogame Beziehungsformen. Auf ihren Kanälen kreiert und kuratiert sie Memes, Videos und anderen Content rund um das Thema. Manchmal humorvoll, manchmal informativ, sehr oft beides gleichzeitig.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Wait.
Everybody calm down!
I started Polyphilia in November 2020. And one day I decided to make a meme about polyamory because I thought, well, you know, there's so much serious content that you can find online, you know, books, podcasts, articles, whatever.
Aber bei Social Media hört Leannes Arbeit nicht auf. Unter anderem berät sie auch Paare, die ihre monogame Beziehung öffnen wollen.
Yeah, like I would say that the younger generation has definitely, you know, led the charge in, you know, being more open to non-monogamy. I think that, you know, other movements like, you know, the BDSM community, you know, the queer community, right? Like, I think they have paved the way for non-monogamy to be accepted.
Das kollektive Interesse an Beziehungsformen jenseits der Monogamie ist also riesig. Und trotzdem gibt es offensichtliche Imageprobleme. Unser Bild ist immer noch stark von der freien Liebe und den nicht gerade unproblematischen Kommunen der 60er geprägt. Gerade wenn es um die verschiedenen nicht-monogamen Beziehungsmodelle geht, wie sie heute immer öfter verbreitet sind, herrscht oft immer noch Verwirrung.
I think probably the most common misconception that I've seen is that it's the same as cheating. So I think a lot of people can't conceive of a relationship where, you know, you love your partner and you can be with other people. Just kind of anything outside of that they just see as cheating. But polyamory is founded on honesty and cheating is founded on lies.
Missverständnisse sind ja bekanntlich da, um bereinigt zu werden. Deshalb haben wir Leanne um Hilfe gebeten, um einige der größten Missverständnisse rund um das Thema aufzuklären. In einem kleinen Poly-Crashkurs. Was ist ethische Nichtmonogamie?
Non-monogamy is any relationship that is not romantically and or sexually exclusive. Ethical non-monogamy is just like a slightly newer term that you know, kind of specifies like, okay, we're not cheating, we're doing this ethically and honestly with people. But in my personal opinion, I think the ethical label is redundant. Like, we don't, you know, cheaters don't call themselves unethical non-monogamists. They are essentially the same thing.
Polyamorie, Swingen, offene Beziehung. Was sind die Unterschiede?
So under non-monogamy, which is like the overall umbrella for all kind of non-monogamous relationships, there are open relationships, which is a kind of broad term for like any relationship that is sexually or romantically open. So there's usually like one primary couple who are, you know, romantically like exclusive, but they can sleep with other people. Whereas swinging is specifically an activity that couples do together. And then polyamory is the only relationship style under the umbrella of non-monogamy that specifically involves multiple romantic relationships. So all the others are mostly kind of romantically exclusive, but sexually non-exclusive, whereas polyamory is a free-for-all kind of romantically or sexually.
Wie gehe ich mit meiner Eifersucht um?
You know, jealousy is a human emotion, and I think everyone just experiences it to some degree. You know, just because you experience jealousy, it doesn't mean that you can't practice polyamory. Polyamorous people are not like superhumans. Like, you know, we also experience this emotion. But the difference between us and monogamous people is that we're more willing to confront the issue rather than, I guess, you know, putting it on your partner and making it their responsibility to accommodate, you know, like your negative feelings.
Die häufigsten Probleme in Polybeziehungen?
I think probably the most common issues that people come to me about are situations where one person has realized that they want to try a polyamorous relationship, but they don't know how to tell their partner. It's a very sensitive topic for a lot of people. If their partner, you know, doesn't want to be in a polyamorous relationship, then what do? So that's one that comes up a lot. And I think another one is if someone is nervous about meeting their partner's other partner, you know, what are you going to do like when you meet them? Because there's no social script for what to do when you meet your partner's other partner, right?
Meine Partnerin will die Beziehung öffnen, aber ich bin mir nicht sicher, ob ich das auch will. Was tun?
We are taught to people please. We're taught to like forego our boundaries to appease our partners. And then when this kind of leaks into practicing polyamory, then this can be quite dangerous because you have to negotiate so many things when you're opening up. And if you're not really honestly sticking to your boundaries and your principles and your values, then, you know, things could get quite bad for you. My best advice is to, you know, really think about like why you are doing polyamory for yourself. Is there any benefit in this for you that you can foresee? Are you interested? Are you curious in trying polyamory? Or are you just doing it because you're scared that like your partner might leave you or that things might change? Yeah, like you need to have a very strong sense of self and have a high self-esteem in order to practice polyamory effectively.
Was lehrt uns Polyamorie über das Leben?
Now that I don't have to worry anymore about like whether something I do with my friend might be like too sexual or too romantic or too affectionate, because my partner might get angry or whatever, I've been able to develop, you know, much deeper connections with friends. I think we prioritize romantic love above other types of love as a society. There are other types of connections that are just as valuable. I think in these ways, you know, in terms of like more fluid boundaries and kind of more like honest negotiation of agreements. And I think, you know, encouraging a sense of independence and individuality, you know, is good for everyone.